In a tranquil village nestled among rolling hills and vibrant forests, there lived a young man named Anshu. He was known for his kind heart and quick mind, yet he struggled with one significant flaw: his inability to control his emotions. Anshu's anger flared like a tempest, his sadness sank him like a stone, and his joy, though genuine, often blinded him to the responsibilities around him. His inability to find balance left him and those around him distressed. One evening, as Anshu sat by the riverbank, he confided in his mentor, a Zen monk named Master Ryokan. "Master," he began, "my emotions control me more than I control them. They pull me in every direction, leaving me exhausted and ashamed. How can I learn to master them?" Master Ryokan's eyes crinkled with a gentle smile. "Ah, Anshu, emotions are like the river before us. When calm, they nourish life. When wild, they erode the banks. To control your emotions, you must first understand them. Come, let me tell you a story." Master Ryokan's story began with an old parable. Once a mighty mountain stood proud and tall, unyielding to the world around it. The wind howled and battered the mountain, yet it did not move. The villagers nearby marveled at its strength, but the mountain harbored a secret. It wasn't strength that kept it standing, it was stillness. The mountain knew the wind's nature and chose not to fight it. Anshu furrowed his brows. "What does that mean for me, Master?" "It means," Ryokan replied, "that to control your emotions, you must become like the mountain, grounded, aware, and still. Instead of fighting your emotions, understand their nature and let them pass." Over the next week, Master Ryokan taught Anshu the first lesson: observation. "Sit by the river every day, Anshu," Ryokan instructed, "and watch the water. Notice its currents, its stillness, its turbulence. Pay attention without judgment. This is how you begin to understand your emotions." Anshu did as he was told. He noticed how the river ebbed and flowed, how leaves danced on its surface, and how fish darted beneath its depths. Slowly, he began to draw parallels to his own emotions. His anger was like a rushing current, his joy like sunlight on the ripples, and his sadness like shadows under the water. "Master," Anshu said one evening, "I see now that emotions are neither good nor bad. They just are. But how do I stop them from overwhelming me?" Ryokan nodded. "That brings us to the next lesson: acceptance." Ryokan shared another story. A farmer's horse ran away, and his neighbors exclaimed, "What bad luck!" The farmer replied, "Maybe." The next day, the horse returned with a group of wild horses. The neighbors said, "What good fortune!" The farmer again said, "Maybe." Then the farmer's son broke his leg taming one of the wild horses, and the neighbors lamented, "What a tragedy!" The farmer calmly replied, "Maybe." Later, soldiers came to conscript young men, but spared the farmer's son because of his injury. Anshu reflected on the story. "Are you saying I should accept my emotions as they come, without labeling them as good or bad?" "Precisely," Ryokan said. "Acceptance doesn't mean resignation. It means seeing things as they are and responding wisely." With acceptance came the practice of mindfulness. Ryokan taught Anshu to meditate daily, focusing on his breath. "Your breath is your anchor," Ryokan explained. "When emotions rise, return to your breath. It will ground you in the present moment." At first, Anshu struggled. His thoughts raced and his emotions bubbled to the surface. But with time and practice, he found that mindfulness created a space between his emotions and his reactions. He began to notice his anger before it erupted, his sadness before it consumed him, and his joy before it led to recklessness. One day, Anshu faced a test of his newfound skills. A merchant in the village accused him of stealing, shouting angrily in the marketplace. The old Anshu would have yelled back, defending his honor. But this time, Anshu took a deep breath, observed his rising anger, and chose a different response. "Why do you believe I've wronged you?" he asked calmly. The merchant's anger faltered. As they talked, it became clear that the merchant had mistaken Anshu for someone else. By controlling his emotions, Anshu turned a potential conflict into an opportunity for understanding. Ryokan's next lesson was detachment. "Clinging to emotions is like holding onto fire," he said. "It will only burn you. Learn to let go." Anshu practiced releasing his attachment to outcomes. When he felt joy, he savored it without clinging. When sadness arose, he allowed it to flow through him without resistance. He began to see emotions as passing clouds, not permanent states. As Anshu mastered his emotions, he found a new wellspring of compassion. He realized that others struggled with their own emotional storms. Instead of judging them, he sought to understand and help. One day he saw a boy crying by the river. Sitting beside him, Anshu listened to the boy's troubles without interrupting. When the boy's tears subsided, he thanked Anshu, saying, "You've helped me more than anyone." Anshu's transformation did not go unnoticed. His calm demeanor and kind actions inspired others in the village to reflect on their own emotions. Master Ryokan smiled as he saw the ripple effect of Anshu's growth. "You see, Anshu," Ryokan said, "controlling your emotions isn't just for your benefit. It's a gift to everyone around you." Years later, Anshu became known as the village's wise guide, helping others navigate their emotional struggles. Yet he never forgot Ryokan's teachings. "Master," he said one day, "I've learned so much, but I still feel there's more to understand." Ryokan chuckled. "That's the beauty of the journey, Anshu. Mastering your emotions is not a destination, but a lifelong practice." And so, Anshu continued to walk the path, a living testament to the power of understanding, acceptance, and compassion in controlling emotions. Thank you for joining us on Anshu's transformative journey of mastering his emotions, guided by the wisdom of Master Ryokan. This story teaches us that understanding, acceptance, and mindfulness are the keys to navigating life's emotional storms. Just like Anshu, we can learn to observe our emotions without judgment, accept them without clinging, and respond with wisdom and compassion. Emotional mastery is not just a gift to ourselves, but a powerful way to uplift those around us, creating ripples of positivity in our communities. If this story inspired you, remember that emotional growth is a lifelong journey. With patience and practice, you too can find balance, clarity, and peace. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories like this. Let us know in the comments, what's one step you'll take today to better understand your emotions?